guys?
There he is, man.
Yeah.
All our boys over at Alliance, man. We're big fans of you guys. Love that you guys are coming in here, hanging out with us this morning. That's cool, man.
Thanks a lot.
The Alliance Gym, honestly, is becoming one of the top-tier gyms in MMA. If not, you guys already are one of the top-tier gyms.
Definitely.
Do you guys ever get competitive with other gyms around the country and think to yourself, oh, well, we could beat those guys. Like, if we had a tournament, you know, if, like, we took on AKA or whatever, like, we beat those guys.
Definitely.
Yeah?
Definitely. Not to name any particular
sure,
gyms,
I'll do
top
that.
Gyms. But, you know, we have this thing where we always end up going head-to-head with the guys, so...
So
yeah.
eventually it all works out to where you prove yourselves and who's the top gym eventually anyway, right?
Yep.
There you go. Well, Phil Davis, in case you don't know, he is undefeated in his mixed martial arts career, Sky.
Hello.
Yes, he is. You're 9-0, correct?
9-0.
9-0. You're undefeated in the UFC. You're making a big name for yourself. You were about to fight in a main event, probably the biggest fight of your career, when you were supposed to face Rashad Evans. And unfortunately, it happens in the sport. You got injured.
Right.
Tell us what exactly happened, because it's been kind of mysterious exactly what went down.
Right. I was training with my team, and I just hyperextended my knee.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah. Yikes. Yep. Crazy.
Yeah. And so, was there any specific damage? Like, did you tear anything, or did it?
Well, I had a partial tear.
Okay.
In my PCL. And then things swelled up pretty bad.
Oh,
so,
I know it. My back is killing. I got some Motrin. I was dancing with my daughter over the weekend, and I threw out my back.
That's definitely not the same.
I have some Motrin, anti-inflammatory, if you need it.
Yeah,
it's
I think
tough.
it's okay.
That Motrin is actually the best stuff.
I know. I have an injury just like you. I know.
Sharing war stories.
I say one thing is better. I had some of my dad's Celebrex once. Oh my God, did I feel like I bought it.
Oh really?
Oh my God.
Celebrex. Let's celebrate. Yeah.
But so how's it going now? Are you recovered yet, or is it still going?
No,
through
Eddie, I'm
not
still.
you, Scott. Talking Phil.
My bad.
No, it's coming along every day.
Yeah. Are you able to train yet?
No.
Okay.
No.
So it's still you know, rehab stuff then, right?
Oh yeah.
Wow, man.
So are you just lifting the weights, working on the upper body? What are we?
Not really.
Oh, it looks like it.
Okay,
well,
Sky.
I mean, yeah.
That's
what I do.
Okay. Yeah. You can see that when you show people your abs, the sit-ups.
Right.
Sky.
What?
You're drooling.
We're doing an interview.
Yeah, you're getting weird.
You are.
Oh my God, Phil. I'm
Dang
so
it.
sorry.
No, it's you know, she recognized my hard work.
Well,
You
yeah.
guys are just sitting here.
Well, I mean,
pretending like you don't see me.
Yeah, you jerks.
I think it would be a little awkward if I wanted to see your abs.
Yeah, but you do, right?
No, well, I watch them fight. I've seen them before. I don't.
Can I Google
Yeah,
them?
see, you're making this weird.
You are.
Hey, Phil, back off.
Well, one of the things that I heard, Phil, is that you messed up your knee. You're scheduled to fight in the main event against Rashad Evans, and what I heard Dana White say was that you were still willing to go through with the fight.
Oh yeah.
Which is crazy, man. Like, you hurt your knee that badly to the point of where you're still not even training. How are you going to do that?
Well, because my thing is, it was in my hometown.
Yeah.
So I trained in San Diego, and I'm from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. That's an hour away from Philly, and Philly is just, you know what I mean? It's the biggest city on the East Coast of Pennsylvania, and just all my friends are going to be there. All my family was going to be there. It was
just the main event, biggest fight of your career.
Right, exactly.
So you were just going to say, you know what, screw it, I don't care if I hurt my knee, I'm going to go in there and fight anyway.
Yeah, the bad thing about me is that I'm hard-headed, but the good thing is I'm also hard-headed.
Yeah.
Right?
Because you don't hear a lot of fighters like that. A lot of fighters, sometimes, they'll stub their toe and they're like, I'm out of the fight, but you were willing to go for it and still fight and keep the card, intact. Because that was the big thing, is that everybody was worried that they weren't going to be able to find a replacement for you. Eventually, Tito Ortiz stepped up and fought Rashad. What did you think of that fight?
I thought it was a good fight until Tito got finished, but up until then, I thought he did pretty good.
Yeah. Did you think that you just kind of picture yourself in that?
Well, yeah, I always picture myself. I would have never did that, Tito. Tito, watch out, Tito.
Yeah. So you're watching the fight. That's the fight you should have been in, and you thought to yourself, well, I'm watching Rashad. Were you picking up parts that you would have done and stuff like that? Or do you just already know what you're going to do when you fight Rashad?
Yeah, I already had a good idea what I was going to do.
And do you still want a piece of Rashad?
I mean, yeah, I definitely want.
He was kind of talking some smack to you.
Yeah, not really.
I mean,
said a little bit.
I heard some stuff. I heard some stuff.
Right.
You know?
Right, but for his normal routine, I thought he was pretty reserved.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't go overboard. I mean, he's respectful of you, but I mean, you still want to get in the octagon with the guy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Now, rumor has it that they've scheduled another fight for you. Can you confirm who you will be fighting next yet, or is that not a done deal?
No, I'll tell you what though. I'll tell you about how that happened.
Okay.
So this weekend, I went to LA and went to a museum, and basically I got horsed into having my phone off the entire time because I was in a museum. I don't know if that's a rule or something.
Yeah. Was it a girl who asked you to keep
No,
the phone
no,
off?
no.
Okay. You're saying no very strongly, but okay.
Which museum?
The Museum of Tolerance.
Okay.
You really want to know that?
Yeah,
Just,
Costa.
no,
You gonna put that on your map of the stars, or what? What are you gonna do with that?
no, it's unusual to say, yeah, I went to a museum. You know, most of the time here I went to a club or I went to a party or something like that. That's cool.
Yeah, well, the phone's on all during that.
Absolutely.
So you're in the museum, phone's off.
Right.
What happens?
Finally, later on Sunday night, I'm checking my Twitter, and I find out that pretty much everybody thinks I'm fighting Lyoto Machida.
Yeah, that's the rumor I heard. You were going to fight Lyoto Machida.
You were just going to the museum, man.
I just went to the museum.
Right? Who knew?
Yeah.
And you walk out and you got a fight booked.
Right.
Is it true or is it still up in the
I haven't
air?
heard anything.
Really?
I
so
contacted
weird.
my people. They haven't heard anything. My people contacted the UFC people. They haven't heard anything.
What?
How does that happen? How does that start?
Well, it's like this. It's like this. If I said, man, this is a good possibility. I'm going to fight somebody in a red shirt today.
Costa!
Oh, hell.
Hell yeah!
Costa.
Costa's going down!
Phil, you don't want any of this. Your knee's almost healed. Just keep it that
As he
You know what I mean?
hides.
It's, regardless, that creates this this affinity that
Yeah.
doesn't even exist,
Really?
and then the fight ends up getting made.
Yeah. So is that a fight you would want?
Oh yeah.
Because he's a top guy. You're a top guy.
That's all. That's what I want right
You
now.
want top guys.
Top guys, and the fact that they put me in there as the top guy that they want to fight. That's cool too.
That's awesome. Mr. Wonderful Phil Davis hanging out with us in the studio right now. Let's take a quick break. When we get back, you can ask him a question if you want, 570-1053, and we'll talk to him about that nickname, Mr. Wonderful, and how he got that coming up next.
Oh.
And well, I should say my roommate had a cat in college.
No, you had a cat call.
Oh yeah, had a cat. All right. And his name was Mr. Wonderful.
Oh, of course it was.
Yeah.
Sky.
Oh, I mean, we are just making connections. First our injuries, now cats. Oh. So what's up with Mr. Wonderful? What happened?
Yeah, well, what happened was I was busy traveling with my wrestling team, and my roommate had like some type of party at Penn State. It's really unheard of, but he was one of the only cats to do it.
Mr. Wonderful or your roommate?
My roommate was one of the only people to actually have a party.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, in college,
Right.
you know.
Yeah.
Never heard of that
No.
before.
Yeah.
Penn State must be one of those wild schools, huh?
It's a dry campus.
So he had a party while I was going traveling, and I come home and I'm like, hey, where's the cat? And he's like, I don't know. So I look all around. There's like food still in his bowl. I'm like, well, he couldn't have gone far.
Right.
You know, all the stuff your mom would have said, well, he couldn't have gone far.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, windows closed.
Yeah, where'd you leave him?
So, and yeah, man, he just never came back.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mr. Wonderful never returned?
Yeah, but he was too smart of a cat. He had street smarts, man.
Okay.
Oh,
so
yeah,
he's
he
living-
did.
he's
Yeah.
Oh,
living
yeah,
his
somebody
life.
stole him.
Yeah, okay.
Too much street smarts.
You
Yeah.
mentioned Penn State, and I admire what you do for a living. I have no constitution, like I fall over when the wind blows hard, so I could never be an MMA fighter. But in college, you were a 4-time All-American wrestler at Penn State. That just isn't done by anybody. I never saw you wrestle, but that is quite an accomplishment.
Thank you.
That's insane. Was it? I mean,
are you hitting on him right
Yeah.
now?
no, I'm not.
can't-
But I mean,
can't
to
tell.
be an All-American in college,
guy's
Division
getting
One.
uncomfortable.
Yeah, you're getting in on my territory. I don't like it, Costa.
Is this something that, I mean, did you have the knack for it as a little kid wrestling, or when did you first get into it?
I got into wrestling 7th grade,
Okay.
and I was pretty bad.
Bad as in
Like, not
badass, or
good?
like really bad?
No, bad as in bad.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I was pretty bad, and I don't know. It just really became good in a short period of time. And
why wrestling? Like most
I don't know.
guys like are football, baseball, basketball.
Never played it. Didn't like it.
But why'd you start? Why'd you join the team? Like, did you want to learn some moves or?
It was a complete accident, man. My best friend at the time.
Mr. Wonderful.
That when I only had that when I only had one friend. He was like, Phil, you should stay after school with me. I want to try out for the wrestling team. I'm like, I think it's gay, but
Yeah.
I'll support you.
Yeah.
So I stayed after school, and then the coach was like, no, you can't just stay. You have to practice. So now I'm practicing my street clothes. Getting all sweaty, I come home with like nice clothes on, like drenched in sweat, and it's the winter time, so I like froze half of the way home. And it was just like the worst experience of my entire life. And I get home, and my mom's like, "Where were you?" I'm at wrestling practice. Oh, okay. Well, she says, well, do you like it? I was like, no, it was horrible. She was like, okay, well, just finish out the rest of the week and you can quit. And I swear, I meant to quit as soon as that week was over, and I forgot to.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know.
And look at you now.
Yeah.
It gets it worked out.
Right?
Buster, Rob, you got a question?
I am wicked superstitious just because of my sports team. So watching, I get weird with things I do. With an undefeated record, is there superstitions involved? Is it a different pressure for you each fight from here on out, or do you look at it as a single event, one thing, and nothing else matters?
Yeah, pretty much like every fight is its own single event. Like I don't even like if you follow just like this is a bigger win, this is a bigger fight. It just each fight the pressure gets more and more intense. Now you have 5-0, 6-0, and now you're fighting a really good guy, and you're still undefeated. You know what I mean?
So you don't even like to...
I don't even like to entertain too much of that stuff. I mean, it's like...
stress would drive me...
Yeah. Each fight of my... the next fight is always the biggest fight of my career, and it's been that way since the first fight,
Huh.
Well, I got to, I know you don't really probably want to entertain this, but I got to ask you, what do you think of the champion? What do you think of John Jones?
I think he's good. I think he's real good.
How do you think you match up with him?
Well,
Well, I think I match up great with everyone.
Oh, yeah, that's a good answer.
I think so,
That's a good
too.
answer. So do you think if that fight ever happened, we may be sitting here with the champ?
I think if that might happen,
Nice!
that you'd be sitting here with the champ.
That'd be awesome,
Absolutely.
man. To have two UFC champions in one gym,
Right?
that'd be cool, man. You and
It's pretty,
Dominic.
yeah, it's pretty serious.
That'd be awesome, man. Well, good luck, man. We hope that the knee gets a little bit better and you get back in there and start fighting again, and maybe we find one with Machida. That's
That might happen.
That might, I'd like to see that fight. Congratulations, man, on all its success, and again, we want you to come back in here, especially when you beat down Machida or John Jones or whoever. Cool.
Cool.
All right, man.
you're always welcome here.
Oh boy,
Yeah.
Sky.
What?
Good Lord.
I just wanted to make sure he
Please,
knew.
take it down. He knew
Okay.
not to. All right, that's Phil Davis, Mr. Wonderful, UFC light heavyweight, and soon to be maybe champion. All right, we got some.